Hello, loved ones. Thank you for joining me today. And if you're new to the channel, then welcome to the family. Today, we will do our couples review of Married at First Sight Season 16, Episode 2. We will review Shaquille and Kirsten. Shout out to Airris's cousin, Sister Felina. This episode was called Runaway, Groom. To be a part of the congregation, please subscribe. To be part of the conversation, please comment. And to be a part of today's offering, please drop a like in the collection plate. And with that, let's get started. Shaquille and Kirsten. The episode started with Shaquille and Kirsten getting married. You could tell that he loved what he saw. He could not keep his eyes off of her. When she walked out, she put her head down. At the altar, she took a deep breath. Now, that could have been nerves, so I still was not sure if she was feeling him or not. Now, I know she has an issue with this bald head because she's already said that in the preseason, but I wasn't sure because she had a smile on her face and she looked pleasant. So I was really, really glad that she at least had a pleasant look on her face when she faced him. And I do like that when he was laughing, she was like, what's wrong? Do you have something to say? And even that, she said it with a smile. So not with still like making him feel comfortable, in my opinion. Now, when her brother left, she said, I love you. And I love that. Me and my siblings, we never get off the phone. We always end the text. We never leave each other's presence without saying I love you. So I thought that that was really, really nice. I love that interaction between her and her brother. I love his first words. His first words when he saw her, he said, you are beautiful. When God made you, he knew what he was doing. And who does not want that response, especially when you're meeting somebody for the first time and you're very nervous. Like my husband said that to me today, and it's been 25 years. I would love it. So anytime, we always would love to be adored by the men in our life. Now, the normal response is, you look handsome too. And she didn't say it, but my thing is, she could be nervous. He doesn't know the girl, so he doesn't know if she's shy, she's an introvert, or whatever. So I feel like that's the normal response. But, you know, some of us don't do that. And I think that she didn't do it because maybe she doesn't think that he looks all that great. So she didn't want to be fake in the moment. But, you know, I mean, I'm glad that didn't send any red flags up for him. So I was really glad about that. So let's look at what friends and family say about Kirsten. You are marrying not only the life of the party, but every party. She has a vibrant energy that is intoxicating and stands firm on her confidence as a Black queen. This Nashville-born beauty knows all the hot spots around town, so we hope you are ready to step out in your finest drip for an adventure on the night. So Shaquille learned that he was getting a party girl who was born in Nashville. Once they finished and she looked back and she shook her head, yeah, like they got it right. I don't know if that is what I would want my first impression of this guy who is meeting me for the first time. I'm not sure if that's what I would want him to hear. Also, it was very different. We have not seen or heard about that Kirsten, that she is this party girl. That's all he learned. She's a party girl and she's born in Nashville. I mean, I don't know. I didn't care for that, but you know, maybe we're gonna get Alexis 2.0. I'm not sure. That threw me for a loop. What did you think? What did you think about that? Did that surprise you, or had you seen that side of Kirsten in the preseason? So let's look at what family and friends say about Shaquille. Shaquille is every sense of the word classy and always dresses to the nine. So we hope the two of you can figure out how to share closet space. Shaquille has had a lot of success in his life, with one thing being missing, you. So she learned that Shaquille is classy, well-dressed, and successful. And I think that that is on par with what we have seen throughout the season. And I think that those are all good things as to what you would want to know about a guy that you are just now meeting. So let's look at the promises Kirsten is not going to keep. You all know we never see anybody keep their promise on this show. So I am like, oh my God, I feel like they should just write the promise out. I know they give it to it at the 1 month anniversary, but they need to read it every morning before they start their day. Most of us, I'm talking to myself too. So, you know, we all need to be keeping our marital vows that we make at the altar daily. She said, hello, Shaquille. It takes a brave man to marry a woman he's never met before. Today I look like a beauty, but other days I may be a beast. But now that I have you in my life, I will do my best to be everything that you dreamed of. I vow to be patient with you, show compassion during tough times, and give you grace as needed. I promise to do my best, expressing my true feelings and giving this marriage my all. She said that, and then 5 minutes later, he had 2 strikes. So, I'm not sure she's going to be exhibit the patience. I do like that she talked about her being a beauty and a beast, because sometimes, you know, hey, we have those moments, and, you know, I feel like that's the real deal, and that's the real for all of us. But I hope that she extends grace. I don't know if you can ever be all that someone dreamed of, so I feel like that's a promise that none of us can ever keep. But I don't know, let's see. I hope that she does. I feel like if she does half the stuff that she said in her vows, being patient, expressing her feelings, giving him grace, you know, those things, I think that they really can make it. So I'm still gonna hold out hope for Kirsten. So let's see what Shaquille had to say. To my newest best friend, I'm Shaq. Nice to finally meet you. I promise to always respect you and be your strength when you are weak, and also a joyful spirit. When I return home from a long day at work, we both are just beyond happy. I wish to keep the spark in all of our days and years to come, because baby, we're gonna be lit. Let's pray together, laugh together, and most importantly, grow together. I can't wait to spend the rest of today and my life with you. So I'm glad he talked about prayer. I think that prayer is a glue that holds all of us together. So I think that was good. I'm wondering if he wants a traditional stay-at-home mom, because he said, when I return home from a long day at work, as if she's going to be waiting on him. So they did say in the preseason that she wanted traditional and he wanted traditional. That's kind of traditional, and she is a real estate agent. She can, you know, have her own time, make her own hours. She talked about you need to be at home rubbing your man's feet. I hope she does those things, because I think that if she doesn't, I think Shaquille is a great guy, and I think that they can make it. I think it's all going to rest on Kirsten, and I think that he has to, because he's already told us where he works. And once you talk about your job, you actually already represent them. I still think that he had to get permission to actually say his job, where he works and what he does. So I think he kind of knows that his job is on the line with this, and he's not going to get too much out of pocket or out of character. And I think that she is dignified too. So I don't know, but still, even if they don't, that doesn't mean their marriage is going to work just because they know how to act in public. But I hope they do. I really do hope. I have strong hope for this couple. So when Shaquille went to kiss Kirsten and she turned her head and he had to kiss her on her cheek, her friend said, oh my God. Because her friend, she knew what was up. She's like, oh my God, that's the sign. That's the sign. And I think that was the first sign that her friends and her family had that she didn't really like him. So I think just because they had that conversation that they knew, but also she did say that she wanted him to ask her, and she made a really big deal about that. And the fact that he did not ask her, even on the after party, she said that played a factor. Although I don't think that she would have allowed him to kiss her anyway, except on the cheek. But I think that him not asking her did play some small part in the whole cheek turning. Just judging from her interaction and her demeanor, I could not tell if she liked him or not. She was kind at the altar. She had a pleasant look on her face. She was engaged in what was going on. When they walked out, he complimented her. He told her that she looked really good in her dress, and she said, "You look good too," but more so of what he was wearing. And then he told her that he had made his bow tie. Now, I think that he should go on and he should be a bow tie making man. He should wear a bow tie that he made every day, and after the show goes off, he should sell his bow ties. Make your 15 minutes of fame last a lifetime, Shaquille. Sell them bow ties. Which is why, because she had a pleasant demeanor, she had a good interaction, that's why I think that Shaquille thinks that cheek kiss is a sign of boundaries, and not that she doesn't like him. I think that that's why he interpreted it so positively, because personally I think he thinks he looks good, and so I don't think that he thinks that she wouldn't think that he looked good. And I'm really glad that he interpreted that in a positive way, because I think that that is going to help them moving on about the day where they can have a good time. But I felt like she was pleasant. To me, you know, I feel like her not liking a bald head is like Alyssa having a problem with Chris being a real estate agent. Like, I don't know. I can't even imagine, you know. But, you know, some people have their distinct look that they are looking for. But I hope that she allows his character to overcome what she thinks about his exterior, which is what she said later. He tells her about his car accident at the age of 7, and that is the reason why he has a scar on his forehead. And I'm wondering if that is the reason why he is bald, because maybe he can't grow hair in that spot and he just wants to keep everything even, and he chooses to, you know, have a bald head so that, you know, it all looks even. Anyway, Kirsten gives him 2 strikes, one for being bald and one for being 1 year younger than her. Now, I get the age thing, because I always say that I would prefer that the man be older than the woman. But I think it works out. You know, my husband, he's 3 months younger than me, so some things you just have to let it go and just, you know, move on about the country. If it is, you know, that's a very small thing. If there's a lot of other things that could be wrong. So I think, and they're a year apart maybe, because I think she was born in 90, he was born in 91. So at least it's not like a couple of years. And I think he is mature. So I think he's mature for his age, because they say that women mature faster than men. So I think it'll work out, and if she can get over that. Kirsten says he has pretty teeth, and his personality is definitely outweighing his exterior look. So I'm glad. That sounds like she is actually going to give him a chance. She learns that their last name is Dillon. She learns his job, and also that he has a passion for kids. And I love that she said, I know our last name. And she took the time to get the spelling right. And so if she really is a traditionalist, maybe she'll be like Stasia, and she will go ahead and take his last name from the beginning. Personally, I think that Dillon is a great last name. I don't know what her current last name is, but you know, it's not nothing crazy. I think it's a decent, respectable last name. So I really do hope that she changes her name, since she is a traditional woman. I hope that she does. For me, that was just a really great sign that she just took that moment and she kind of like explored it a little and didn't just kind of gloss past it. We learned that she used to be a teacher and that she loves kids, and Shaquille thinks Kirsten is beautiful and kind. So at least for him, he was getting a kind and friendly vibe. So I love that. I love the start. I love the start of their journey. I do wish that she would have kissed him in the mouth. It's just a kiss, you know. I don't think there would have been a really big deal about it. I don't think he's that appalling. But I'm gonna give her a pass, because she did say that she wanted him to ask. So if he had to ask and then she would have turned and did the cheek thing, then I would have had a bigger problem with it. But because I already knew that was an issue for her, I'm going to let her slide. But what do you guys think? I have high hopes for this couple. What do you think about Kirsten and Shaquille? Do you think that they will make it? What did you think about the turn of the cheek? What did you think about her family saying that she is a party girl? Well, that's all for this couple. Please make sure that you watch the next couple which is Nicole and Chris. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And remember, live with intention. Be intentional.